Hi, welcome to your channel Generous, Gracious and Gallant. I'm your host Dr. Moharam Ghosh and I'm delighted to be back with another awe-inspiring story for all of you about mankind on their best behavior. The channel Generous, Gracious and Gallant was founded in 2015 on Facebook, where today we have got about 810 members. On WhatsApp, we have about 120 members, and on your channel on YouTube, we have about 111 members as on date. On YouTube, the channel was founded in May 2020. Now, the channel was found with twin objectives. One, to share the stories of mankind at its very best with all of you, and to share daily inspiration with all of you. The reason was to enable you to put your best foot forward on a daily basis. For those of you who are already my subscribers, a heartfelt thank you and all my gratitude to you. And for those of you who are visiting for the first time, I request you to please press the bell icon and hit the subscribe button so that you get a notification with every new awe-inspiring story which I release for you. Please also feel free to share these stories with your friends, family and colleagues. Coming back to our inspirational story. The person I'm speaking to you about is Chiyune Sugihara, who was a Japanese diplomat during World War II. He saved over 6,000 Jewish lives during World War II. He was born on 1st January 1900. He served as a vice consul for the Japanese Empire in Kaunas in Lithuania. During World War II, 6,000 Jews were helped to flee Europe with the assistance of the transit visas which he issued. He risked and paid a huge price for this. He paid the price of losing time with his family. He lost his career and suffered imprisonment for over 18 months. Today, it is formally recognized that over 1 lakh people are alive thanks to the 6,000 plus transit visas with Chiyune Sugihara issued during his time and service as a vice consul for the Japanese Empire in Lithuania during World War II. Sugihara was born on 1st January 1900 to a father who was a tax officer. He was the second among 5 boys and 1 girl child. 1918, his father wanted him to be a doctor, but Sugihara deliberately failed the examination by writing only his name on the exam sheet. 1919, he passed the Foreign Ministry scholarship exam. Between 1920 and 22, he served in the Imperial Army as a second lieutenant in the 79th Infantry Regiment based in Korea. He resigned his commission in 1922 and 1923 he took the Foreign Ministry language qualifying exam and passed the Russian language exam with distinction. He was recruited by the Japanese Foreign Ministry and posted to China. 1939, he joined as a vice consul in the Japanese consulate in Kaunas in Lithuania. 1940, the Soviet Union occupied Lithuania. At that time, the Japanese government required visas only to be issued to those who had gone through the immigration process and had enough funds to move on from Japan to the third destination. Sugihara contacted the foreign ministry officials 3 times, but all 3 times the order given to him but that any Jews and other personnel requiring transit visas must fulfill the condition of having gone through the process and having enough funds and a third visa to exit out of Japan. Between 18th July to 24th August, Sugihara understood that the Jews were in serious danger. He chose, at extreme risk to his career, his family, to issue 10-day transit visas disobeying direct orders. He also, in his personal capacity, spoke to the Soviet officials and got them to agree to allow the Jews to purchase tickets on the Trans-Siberian Railway at 5 times the original cost and move them on to Japan. The Sugihara visas which he gave by spending 18-20 hours daily at the consulate to the Jews till September 4 when the consulate was closed down by the Japanese authorities. Despite the consulate being closed down and disobeying direct orders, he continued at the hotel to issue transit visas to the Jewish families. While boarding the train for his onward journey at Kaunas in Lithuania, Sugihara continued to write the visas and pass them out of the train windows. In the final effort, when the train started moving, he stamped the visas on blank sheets of paper and signed it in the last ditch effort to move out as many people and Jews out of Soviet occupied Lithuania as possible. Finally, when the train was leaving the station, he bowed in front of the crowd and said, "Please forgive me, I cannot write any more visas. I wish you all the best." People from the crowd of Jews who were waiting in the last ditch effort for his visas called out, "We will never forget you. Thank you, Sugihara, for your kindness." Sugihara thereafter was assigned to Prussia, then went on as a consul general to Prague, Czechoslovakia between 1941 and 42. Between 42 and 44, he was posted at Romania, Bucharest consulate, and 1943 was promoted as the third secretary and honor. When the Soviet troop occupied Romania, Sugihara was imprisoned for 18 months for his act of issuing the transit visas. 1946, after his release from the POW camp, he returned to Japan. In 1947, he was reprimanded and punished with dismissment from the Foreign Service for his so-called incident of issuing 6,000 plus transit visas to Jews in Lithuania. When he was dismissed, Sugihara had 3 children and a wife to look after. He went on to doing menial work, including selling bulbs door to door in Japan. Thereafter, he joined an export company and moved on to Russia and lived his life in obscurity. 1968, Joshua, an economic attaché, one of the beneficiaries as a teenager of the Sugihara visas, searched for him and called him down to Israel, where he was received by the Israeli government. Thereafter, a movement started to recognize Sugihara for the work he had done. 1984-85, he was awarded the Righteous Among Nations, but Sugihara, because of ill health and the strain of raising a family without proper support on menial jobs, he could not travel to Israel. Instead, his wife and children traveled and received the award of Righteous Among Nations from the Israeli government. 1985, he was also asked, exactly 45 years after the annexation of Lithuania, he was asked why he gave the transit visas, and he replied, the refugees were human beings who simply needed help. And when asked about the risk to his career which he paid the price for, he said, I just did it because out of pity on the people. They wanted to get out of Lithuania, the Jews, and I let them have the visas in the spirit of humanity. He died on 31st July 1986. Even his neighbors were surprised to see the Israeli ambassador and so many Jews come there. They recognized his work after his death. Today, it is estimated, thanks to the 6,000 plus transit visas which Sugihara wrote to support the Jews on with the spirit of humanity, that 10 over 1 lakh descendants are today alive in Israel and elsewhere in the world thanks to Sugihara. Sugihara endured the loss of family life when he went away to Russia and served in Russia for 18 years as he could not get a job in Japan. Imprisonment for 18 months in POW camp under Soviet occupation in Romania, and the loss of his own career in the foreign services at Japan's hands. Sugihara, an icon of compassion, kindness, and the spirit of humanity. A man, a mark, who saved 6,000 Jews during World War II and paid the price with imprisonment, loss of his career, and loss of a family life. Friends, I request once again that you please do subscribe to the channel Generous, Gracious and Gallant by pressing the bell icon. I would also like to point out that I am a strong proponent of the concept of difference to one. That means while all of us cannot make a difference to many people, all of us can stand up, be counted, and make a difference to one person. Friends, these are COVID-19 times. Mankind is facing its ultimate battle against the COVID-19 virus. Lakhs of people have lost their jobs. Many industries have closed down. Lakhs of lives have been lost, and mass immigration is being witnessed by the labor class. This is the time for all of us to unite as human beings and make a difference to one person. You do not know where your ripples of kindness will end up going. I request once again, please stand up, be counted. Please make a difference to one person in your community, and you will be surprised as how far your act of kindness makes a difference to the person receiving your act of kindness. This story, which I shared with you, of the diplomat Sugihara, is about a simple act of kindness which ended up making a difference to 1 lakh people. Maybe you will not be able to make such a big difference, but you can stand up, be counted in this battle against COVID-19 and make a difference to one person. Please do. Also, please maintain social distancing, wear a mask and keep yourself safe. Till we meet again with another awe-inspiring story of the best side of mankind. Be safe, take care and choose to make a difference. Good luck. All the best.